On the edge of a wide green valley, where the sun rose golden over fields of wheat and the wind carried the smell of fresh hay, there was a farm unlike any other. The farmhouse sat sturdy and white, with rocking chairs creaking on the porch and morning glories climbing the lattice work. A red barn stood nearby, strong though weathered by many seasons, its weather vane spinning lazily in the breeze. Beyond it, pastures stretched endlessly, where cattle grazed beneath ancient oak trees and a little stream sparkled as it wound its way toward the shadowy woods. Life on the farm was simple, steady, and full of comforting routine. The barnyard itself was a bustling community. Horses nickered softly in their stalls, their breath visible in the cool morning air. Pigs wallowed contentedly in their pen, occasionally grunting their satisfaction. A family of barn cats prowled the hayloft, keeping watch for mice, while a faithful old dog named Chester dozed in the shade of the porch steps, one ear always alert for trouble. Among all the creatures that lived there, one stood taller in spirit than in size. He was a rooster named Red Feather, his plumage bright as flame, his comb high and sharp as though a crown sat upon his head. His spurs gleamed like polished bronze, and his tail feathers cascaded in magnificent arcs of emerald and gold. Each morning, long before the farmer stirred or the children opened their sleepy eyes, Red Feather leapt to the highest fence post, puffed his chest with ceremony, and crowed with all his considerable might. His cry split the quiet dawn like a trumpet call, echoing across the barnyard until horses stamped their approval and cows lifted their heads in acknowledgement. The farmer himself sometimes stirred at the sound and smiled beneath his pillow, knowing it was time to rise and tend to his beloved land. Red Feather cherished these moments above all others. He strutted proudly along the fence rail, lifting his shining tail feathers so that they shimmered and danced in the first precious light of day. To him, there was absolutely no doubt that his magnificent crowing was the very reason the sun climbed over the distant hills. "Look at me," he boasted often to the hens, his chest swelling with importance. "Without my powerful voice, the farmer would not know to work. Without my glorious song, the cows would not remember to give their milk. Without my commanding cry, the sun itself would forget to shine upon this valley. I am the undisputed king of this farm, and all creatures rise to greet the day because of my call." The hens clucked softly among themselves but said nothing in response. They were gentle creatures, unwilling to argue with such overwhelming pride, content instead to scratch for grain and tend to their daily tasks. All except one, Hattie, the quiet hen who kept her thoughts to herself. Hattie was smaller than the others, with plain brown feathers that held no special shine and a modest comb that tilted endearingly to one side. She did not strut or boast, nor did she ever raise her voice above the gentlest of clucks. She went about her days with steady purpose, scratching the rich earth for seeds and insects, laying her eggs in peaceful silence, and watching with infinite tenderness over the yellow chicks that trailed behind her like tiny golden shadows. While Red Feather filled the air with noise and bluster, Hattie filled the yard with calm presence and quiet wisdom. Many of the young ones naturally followed her, not because she shouted commands, but because they instinctively trusted the genuine softness in her ways. The valley was certainly no stranger to storms, but the tempest that swept through that particular night was more restless and fierce than most. It was a wild thing that whipped the sturdy trees into a violent frenzy and sent sheets of rain lashing mercilessly against the farmhouse windows. The wind howled like a living creature, rattling the barn doors on their hinges and bending the corn stalks nearly to the ground. It left the world smelling of damp earth, bruised leaves, and the electric aftermath of lightning. As dawn finally broke through the retreating clouds, the familiar farmyard was left in complete disarray. Broken branches littered the muddy ground like scattered bones. The garden gate swung wide open on a twisted hinge, and a strange, unsettling quiet had settled over everything like a heavy blanket. The storm's lingering energy seemed to make the young chicks particularly restless, their tiny hearts thrumming with a newfound curiosity and adventurous spirit. The farmer, already busy patching holes in the barn roof and clearing debris from the pathways, had no time to notice the damaged gate swinging freely in the morning breeze, but the chicks certainly did. The tall stalks of corn in the field beyond the broken gate waved mysteriously in the gentle wind like an enchanted forest, beckoning them with whispered promises of adventure. To their innocent eyes, it looked like a magical wonderland waiting to be explored. With cheerful, excited chirps, they waddled boldly out of the familiar safety of the yard and disappeared completely into the towering green rows of corn. Hattie's sharp, watchful eyes caught the movement immediately. She clucked anxiously, calling them back with her low, steady voice that carried love and concern. Stay close, little ones. Do not wander where unknown dangers hide in shadows. But the chicks, young and irrepressibly playful, did not listen to her warning. Their tiny wings flapped frantically as they tumbled deeper and deeper into the mysterious shadows of the field. From his elevated perch on the fence post, Redfeather watched the scene unfold with a dismissive shake of his magnificent comb. He spread his impressive wings wide in a show of authority, declaring loudly, "You worry far too much, Hattie. These brave chicks need not your weak little clucks and fearful warnings. What they truly need is the commanding power of my mighty crow." He threw back his proud head and released a thunderous cry that rolled like an avalanche over the entire field. The sound, instead of guiding the lost chicks safely home, only frightened their delicate nerves. Their small hearts fluttered with sudden panic, and they scattered frantically in every direction, vanishing even further into the maze of corn. Redfeather crowed again and again, strutting proudly along the fence, absolutely believing his powerful noise would surely lead them back to safety. But his booming voice only echoed uselessly through the stalks, confusing and terrifying the little ones more and more with each thunderous call. Hattie wasted not a single precious moment arguing or explaining. She stepped quietly and purposefully into the threatening cornfield, her modest feathers brushing gently against the tall stalks. She called in her soft, familiar voice, never once raising it higher than the chicks needed to hear, never adding fear to their confusion. One by one, through patience and love, they heard her gentle calls. One by one, they turned toward the sound they had learned to trust above all others. A tiny chick peeked cautiously from behind a thick stalk, saw her comforting wings, and hurried forward on unsteady legs. Another stumbled blindly through the rustling leaves until it was finally safe at her protective side. Patiently, with endless maternal care, Hattie moved deeper into the field, gathering them gently like precious treasures, never losing her calm composure even when the ominous rustle of unseen creatures made the shadows feel genuinely frightening. Redfeather, meanwhile, remained stubbornly upon his fence, crowing and crowing with increasing volume, never once stepping into the field where the real danger actually lay. His pride was simply too great, his understanding too shallow, his noise too hollow to accomplish anything meaningful. At last, after what seemed like hours, Hattie emerged triumphantly from the rows of corn with all the precious chicks nestled safely close to her protective warmth. Their fluffy down was disheveled and ruffled, their bright eyes still wide from their unexpected adventure, but they were completely safe beneath her sheltering wings. She gathered them tenderly near the familiar coop, tucking them in close, her soft body a living shelter, and her gentle clucks a profound comfort that spoke of home and safety. When the farmer finally came to repair the damaged gate, he paused thoughtfully at the heartwarming sight. He saw the little ones gathered peacefully around the quiet hen, safe because of her careful, selfless work. He bent down slowly, stroked her plain feathers with genuine appreciation, and said with unmistakable warmth, "Good girl. Hattie, you've done very well indeed." Redfeather slowly lowered his once proud head, his magnificent tail drooping in newfound humility. For once in his life, no boast came to his beak. The simple truth was plain before him. The sun would rise faithfully without his crow, the farmer would work diligently without his call, and the world turned steadily not because of his voice, but because of the quiet, steady deeds of those who worked humbly and loved deeply. That peaceful evening, as the sun sank in brilliant streaks of crimson and gold, the farmyard grew calm and content. The animals settled into their familiar places, and the rescued chicks huddled gratefully beneath Hattie's protective wings, safe and utterly content. Redfeather stood nearby, still handsome and still destined to crow loudly at dawn, but forever quieter in his heart. He continued to crow each morning, for that remained his natural gift, but never again did he claim that the entire world turned at his proud command. And though Hattie remained as humble as ever, the entire farmyard finally knew her true worth, for pride makes tremendous noise, but it is quiet care and steady loving deeds that truly keep the world safe. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bright Owl for more inspiring stories and insightful content. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay curious, stay wise, and keep shining with Bright Owl.